Hey, what's up and welcome back, treasure hunters. I am Joe, the treasure hunting dad, and today I have a whole bunch of auction buys that I want to go over with you. And I also flipped two things already I bought from shopgoodwill.com. You won't believe what I sold and how much profit I made. So today I have a whole bunch of auction items that I've gotten over the past couple weeks in the mail, and it's all art. I have tried to bid on a couple other things. There were a couple of sculptures that I was looking at and stuff, but some things, especially any well-known artists and stuff, tend to even go higher than other sales, other auction sites for whatever reason. So I tend to stay away from those, but always try to find the value. So hopefully I'll be able to find some cool sculptures for a good discount. But today I have a whole bunch of artwork. So let's take a look. First thing here I picked up, this is etching of two, I think those are Cobras or Apache helicopters, military helicopters either way. This caught my eye just because I've always loved aviation and stuff, planes and helicopters and everything. And it is signed and numbered out of only 20. It's really well done. I did not know who the artist was when I bought this. I got it for $10.99 on the shopgoodwill.com, and shipping was real cheap because it's so small. When I got it home, I finally figured out the artist is Richard Ellery. His work, this is kind of small, but I'll probably price it still around $100. His other stuff was pretty consistently between probably $150 and $250. So I'll post this on Etsy and eBay for around $100. Here's the next piece I got, and I picked this up for $10.99 on the Goodwill auction site. It's really detailed and nice for the size. I don't think in the listing, this is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. I don't think in the listing they said the dimensions for whatever reason. Each Goodwill's, some Goodwills on there are real good at describing everything, and other ones just kind of throw things up there. This is signed though down here. I think it might say P. Perry or something close to that, Siri. I'm not sure. I haven't done a whole bunch of research on this, but seeing that I got it for $10.99, it was real easy to ship. I just thought it was a really nicely done piece, and nobody had bid on it, so I just bid the minimum at the very end of the auction and won it. So hopefully I'll be able to figure out who painted this. Either way, I think I could probably sell this between 75 and 100 if I don't figure out who the artist is. Here's another auction buy. I got this for $22, and I don't know, I really liked this watercolor. It just kind of, I don't know, it's different, little abstract, and I just thought it was pretty cool. I think I bid 25 and was gonna stop there, and if somebody outbid me then I wouldn't get it. What intrigues me about this though is I don't see a signature anywhere. So I'm thinking maybe the signature is either on the back or below the matting. So I got to take this out of the frame. But I did do some image searches around just, this painting. I found similar style, similar looking paintings, and they ranged in price, but I mean, they were all over $200. I mean, it was all, just depended on the artist and everything. So hopefully I'll be able to figure out who painted this, but even if I can't, it is vintage. So hopefully I could get, between 100 and 125. Here's the next piece I picked up, and this is obviously not on a stretch or anything. It's just canvas. And this was done by Norma Driscoll. And this caught my eye too. I liked how it has just the, sepia kind of tone to it. And it was just kind of a different imagery and stuff. It is titled Ronaldo and Armida down here in the corner. And what I'll do with this is I'll go up to, like, there's a Hobby Lobby that's real close, and I know they have stretcher pieces, so you can just buy, 4 pieces of whatever length you need. This will probably be around 20 inches, and then I'll just put this on the stretcher and sell it like that, just so it doesn't get like creased or damaged or anything. It's not really good to leave oil paintings like this rolled up. Just the paint can crack, especially if it's left that way for a while and you unroll it. So if you do have to roll something, always put one of the nice non-stick pieces of paper and roll it up with that in there so it doesn't stick to itself. So I picked this up for 25 bucks. Shipping was very inexpensive, obviously. Her work, just ranged a whole bunch. But average price was between $150 and $250, I think. So I'll probably price this around $200 once I get it set up, and then just go from there. So the next 2 pieces I'm going to show you, I both got from Goodwill in Hawaii. And when I expected, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to get these because shipping is going to be crazy. But I checked it out anyway, and shipping was 25 bucks. But seeing that I got 2 things, it was still the same price, and they just shipped it in the same box. I told myself, I'm only going to get something if I get more than one, because that way the shipping is obviously cut in half per item. I did find 2 pieces. This one, I don't know the artist on this. There is some, I don't know if that's Japanese, Chinese, or anything else here. And then it is signed in pencil on the side, but it just looks like initialed. I'm not even sure. When I saw this, I initially thought it was a watercolor. I don't even know if it's actually a watercolor. It's kind of different. I haven't seen a whole bunch of pieces like this. So I'm going to need to get some help with exactly how this was made, and then also see if anybody can help me out with the artist. But it is nicely professionally framed and has a thing from Hawaii, little frame shop on the back. I thought this one was pretty cool. I like the coloring also with the dark black branch and everything. And here's the other piece that I got. This one caught my eye first because it really reminded me of Charlie Harper. He's a very, very well-known artist who did a lot of birds, animals, somewhat styled like this, like pretty simplistic, but very geometric and symmetrical. And I really like his work. He's an artist. I think he started in Cincinnati. This one is done by Tony Zalaha, and it is signed down here. And this one's dated 1 of 20. The only thing I could find online with his work, I couldn't find any numbered pieces. I could find, just regular prints, but no serigraphs or screen prints or whatever this is. I got this one for $9.99. I got the other piece also for $9.99. So it was $20 total, and then the $25 shipping. I'll probably price this one around $100 to $125, and the other one, obviously, I gotta figure some more stuff out about it. But here's the next piece I picked up. I got this one for $12.99, and I think shipping was around 12 bucks or something. This is a limited edition lithograph by Mary Vickers, and I knew that just because I have found one of her pieces before at the thrift store, so I recognize the signature, and also the style of her work is very obviously kind of sketchy, but not a whole lot of color. I think this is an artist proof. It's 30 out of 35 of 200. So there's probably 200 total, but this was, 35 artist proof, and then the other regular edition was the rest. But when seeing this, I knew this was not identified. The artist wasn't identified in this, so I just ended up looking up the prices again of her work, and it was all around like 200 bucks. all the numbered ones. Definitely a good deal, and I should be able to sell this one also fairly quickly just because she's a pretty well-known artist. So this piece I got for $40.99. And the reason why I paid that much for it, well, two things. One, shipping was included in the price. So it's a large piece. I think it's like 32 inches wide. So that's definitely a plus. So I didn't have to pay anything extra. And two, I've already sold this exact Giclee before. And this was done by Fritz Rudolph Hug. It's signed Hug right here. And I actually found this exact same tiger. It was in a different frame, but the same Giclee print. I think it was from like the 70s or something. I sold it for like $300. So that's why as soon as I saw this, I thought it would definitely be worth getting. And I'll just renew my listing and change the photos out. So it'll be super easy. So I already have this one posted, and we'll see if I can sell another one. So this piece here, I ended up paying $85 for this. And the reason why I did it, there's something about it. It's an Impressionist piece, and it is signed Roth. And I could not figure out, there was a lot of different, even Impressionist, oil painting signed Roth. There was like numerous people with that last name. So I found a couple that the signature looked pretty similar, but I haven't nailed down exactly who did this. And also when, there were other people interested in it. So that always kind of sparks my attention too. I think I bid 100 and wasn't gonna go anything above that. So did end up winning for $85, hoping that I can figure out who exactly painted this. But all the prices I saw for the different Roths that could have painted this were all around like 500 plus. I'll probably start pretty high at first just to see if I can get any interest. And if not, I'll just kind of knock it down over time and see if I can sell it. So the last two pieces I'm going to show you today, I've actually already flipped and sold. One of them I already shipped. Here I'm going to show you just a photo of the listing, and this was unsigned. At least I couldn't see a signature. There might have been one. It was kind of dusty, and I didn't want to clean it with any sort of, cleaner or anything just in case it messed it up. But it's an abstract, just a nude couple, limited coloring and stuff. But I thought it was a really nice painting, and I ended up paying $27. I won this for $27, and shipping was like real cheap. It was only $9. I did that. I listed it, and within a week or two, I sold it on Etsy for $450. And I just randomly picked that number. I have no idea why I picked that number. I don't know if, I don't know who could have painted it or anything. I really didn't list it anywhere. I just picked $450, threw it up there, and ended up selling it. So that was pretty lucky. And I was happy, obviously, to get the profit from that piece. But somebody might know something more than I do, and maybe they got a really good deal. So who knows? But I'm always happy to make a good profit and lock that in and, keep turning over inventory and stuff. There's the last piece that I'm going to show you. And obviously this caught my eye because it's different. You don't see this kind of thing every day. This is actually a sculpture, like a wall hanging sculpture, it's a low relief sculpture. And you can see the couple here. And this was done by artist Bill Mack, and it is signed on the side. This was identified, and it did come from California. And I think that's where, he did a lot of his work, or does a lot of his work. So I just did a real quick search on, his work. I found his website, and all of his work was selling for over $1,000. The larger pieces were selling, $5,000, pretty crazy. This was one of the smaller pieces that he did. I think it's like 12 by 10 or something, the actual piece itself. But all of his work around this size were all priced between like $1,200 and $1,500 on his website. So knowing that, I ended up paying $301 for this, and it was like $25 to ship. So it seems, pretty pricey, especially for Shop Goodwill, but I ended up listing this less than a week ago and got an offer on eBay for $1,000. So I accepted and going to ship this off tomorrow. That was a, really good surprise for me. And that's one thing you kind of have to pick and choose. I could have counter offered on eBay, seeing that most of his work, was selling between $1,200 and $1,500. So I could have countered offered like around $1,200 or, $1,300 or something. But if they don't accept the counter offer, then you lose the sale. So is it really worth a couple $100 more potentially to lose, the guaranteed profit that you're going to sell it that quickly? So I always end up accepting as long as, I'm happy with the amount of profit that I got from the sale itself. It's always something to think about. I'm not a big fan of trying to squeeze every dollar out of everything, because if you do that, you're going to end up with a lot of stuff just sitting around. Well, I hope you enjoyed all my auction finds. If you have any questions about anything, just shoot a comment below and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. I'm trying to get better at responding quicker, but it'll hopefully get better for me once my kids go back to school in a couple weeks. I appreciate all of you watching. If you haven't done so yet, I would definitely check out Shop Goodwill. There's always deals up there. And there are also, I know, school starting. I checked out the musical instrument section they have, and they had a whole bunch of all kinds of musical instruments. So if your kid wants to start, band or orchestra or play the guitar or whatever, you can probably get a really good deal on something on Shop Goodwill. And even the guitars, the shipping wasn't that bad. It was like $25 or something. So check that out. I know my girls are real into music now, not so much playing it, but I'm sure that will come down the road. So anyway, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate all of you. Just passed 800 subscribers, so thank you so much for that. And hopefully we can hit that 1,000 mark by the end of the year or so. Wish you all the best of luck when you're out there looking for treasures, and I hope you can find something great you can flip for a profit.